Hello guys and welcome back to episode 19 of Really Awesome Plays Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. When we left off we just started a turn where we can now declare war on the Franco-Iberians again. We'd also built a city up by the African Union. We're developing some of our new unit, the True Xenotitan, which is going to hit cities like a truck. So I think actually my plan in this episode is to capture Licour and then capture McGann. I think that might even be the end of the game. We didn't get quite around to building our victory condition. But we'll see how this plays out. If there's trouble a brew, like if we lose Ard for example, then I might have to reconsider, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I think first we'll move up our subs and begin to attack Licour. Hopefully, well, there's no hopefully about it, we'll definitely capture it on this turn. It's just a question of how much damage we can do to it and the units surrounding it. So I think first things first, we shall capture the city. What we can't because there is a worker in the way. So let's move this unit here to get rid of the worker. And then we should be able to capture it, but no, this unit is now in the way, so we shall begin to fire on that unit. Let's free up some space where we can. Now hopefully this is the unit killed, yes indeed, and we can now capture Licour, which is fantastic. We shall annex that city. I think we shall begin to move some of these units out of the way. Move these units in. There is an obstruction here, so we can't actually hit that unit. Because I'll shoot their worker down. Up here to the north, a lot of our units are actually out of moves. Bit of a mistake there, I should have attacked with the sub first, but at the end of the world. My only issue is this unit perhaps being able to recapture Licour, but hopefully not if we surround it correctly. Let's move these units up and into place. So for now they can skip. You can attack here. Now you're actually out of moves. Just double check that it is out of moves. It is indeed. These units can all skip. We have to choose production in Licour, so we'll start with just a health building, even though it'll be under resistance for 27 turns. My word. We just purchased the Xenotitan in the new city, Van Vlad, up here. To the east of McGann, so we can't actually move that yet, but our worker is helping to expedite the process, so it might be a couple of turns, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. So the only real concern I have is with Ard being recaptured, but with that in mind, I think actually I need to attack some of these units down here to the south and use our air force to do that. Hopefully that is the kill with the second strike, but I just want to make sure. That's looking pretty good. And yes indeed, that is the kill. So I think in Dimut we might build an air force. No defensive units in any of these cities, which is a bit of a shame. I don't really want to build them in Eintracht, because Eintracht could come under attack. So I think Dimut is certainly the wiser idea. Although, I'm just trying to weigh up the pros and cons of spending our energy and diplomatic capital here, and then we won't have it for the war against the African Union. If we lose the city, I mean, what's the issue really? We can just recapture it. Ard is the main issue we have, so I think Al-Falah, yes, indeed, because we're allied, they now have to declare war on the Franco-Iberians as well. So yeah, let's hope for the best. We'll hit our next turn, see how it plays out. So Vacher coming under attack. Vacher is an easy cap if that is a melee unit. It is indeed. So our 3 aircraft were killed in Vacher, which is a bit of a shame. Seem to be having some connection issue with the server. Not quite sure what that's about. So we still hold Licour, which is fantastic. The African Union's turn. Some aliens. Oh, the African Union now hold Ganzorig. My word, they came a long way to get that city. Al-Falayun probably gonna get killed here by these aliens. That's a real shame about our aircraft, but not particularly important. I think we're very close to the end of the game. Aliens taking their time, and our turn should be starting now. So some veterancy, we'll do this first. I do want to try and kill these land units if at all possible. I think this Poseidon will probably have a shot. Yes, indeed. Doing this guy here, he'll probably have a shot, and he does indeed. Let's shoot from the water first, and we can get the kill like that. Fantastic. And we can begin to move some of these units across to assault these naval marine units over here. A much higher priority than any ranged units at the moment, so they can actually recapture the city, which is obviously not what we would like. 2 reavers here, so that's pretty good. We move a sub into Liqueur and assault, and our Poseidon can move up. Assault, and we need one more attack for the kill, so let's move up with this unit. Hopefully it's not out of movement allowance. It is, that's okay. This guy's also going to be out of movement allowance, so we'll have to bring one of our reavers across to finish. I might actually get this reaver to head over here towards Ard. Takes 4 turns. Game might be over in 4 turns, but we shall see. This guy can move all the way to here, and we shall purchase another True Xeno Titan. Here if we can. True Xeno Titan, yes indeed, 2400 diplomatic capital. So we have a quest decision. So we can get +1 science and +1 culture from Bionic Labs. We'll go for the science. And choose some production in our cities. Blauwald can build... I might start churning out some, just in case something really bad happens and we need some defensive units. I might start churning some out, so we'll start with a Poseidon. Down in Enviklong we shall build a Poseidon also. 27 turns. I'm really not envisioning the game lasting 27 more turns, but I guess we shall see. Up here in Liqueur, this unit can... I might explore to the north. I didn't even see this guy up here, but not too worried about that for now. And this guy can explore over here. All my subs can begin moving. Actually, I might move them across towards Al-Falah, just in case. And you can actually skip, keep the brunt of our forces there. So that is the end of that turn. Al-Falah happy with us still. It's a bit odd. I wonder if they get weighted towards not liking us due to us holding their capital, but doesn't appear so. Looks like the Franco-Iberians might be able to capture the city of Eintracht on this turn. Perhaps not. And the aliens continue to attack this Al-Falah unit. Just finishing up a cup of tea here at the moment. Unlike coffee, I just take my tea with just milk. So it's kind of glitchy here with the alien turn. But it is over and our turn is beginning. I wonder if we can actually finish the game on this round. I don't think so. I think the Xeno Titan will still be out of range up here for the city attack, I think. Yes indeed, because there's no roads. So on the next turn we should be able to finish. These units can... I guess I'll begin moving them over towards this neck of the woods. Eintracht can fire on the enemy. So we will indeed take that shot. Quite a bit of production to choose this turn. In Deep Castle we shall build... sonar net maybe, just in case again. Just in case things get really bad. Need some health buildings, so we'll build some more health buildings. Dunkyle. Again, just in case the worst happens, I'm going to build a command center in Dunkyle. In Quoyen, we can continue to work towards health. In Tiangong, we can also work towards health. And finally, in Weltgeist, we shall build some more or military sea units, I think. Actually, I think what I might do is move this fella out of Eintracht, jump into Eintracht and purchase a ranged unit in Eintracht. We shall purchase a Poseidon, I think. Yes, indeed. And I think that's looking pretty good. So returning to Weltgeist, we shall build a... Command Center is probably a bit too late. So yeah, I guess we'll just try to build a Poseidon for now. And all of these units can fortify. Yes, indeed. Just making sure on the coast. Oh, I see this fellow up here. I should go for our melee unit. So up here, making a run for it. These fellows can all be into autopath over towards the city of Ard. And also this unit. Up here in Van Vlad, this guy can move all the way down here. And our subs can fortify, just in case the city comes under attack again. I do like our Poseidons, they're very strong, so I'll actually move them as a double unit movement towards the city of Farah. And that is the end of the turn. I'm sure there's probably some units we'll need to move, but let's give it a go. No, perhaps not. So Al-Falad, a unit healed for 25. And then move a second unit in, fantastic. To defend our cities, much appreciated. We're about to lose the city of Weltgeist, I think. Yes, indeed, I would assume. No, not quite. So Ard, this is the big one. I need to hold this city. That's looking like I will. And I think I actually might be able to finish on the next turn, unless a miracle here happens. So yeah, pretty good playthrough, I think, overall. Bit disheartened in the victory condition, but perhaps the domination victory is kind of makes sense. I mean, with the playstyle we adapted from quite early on in this playthrough. Oh, not quite this turn, which is not ideal, but that's okay. But anyway, so I think the playstyle that we adapted in this playthrough was quite militaristic, so the fact that we did end up getting a domination victory, well, most likely end up getting a domination victory, kind of makes sense, I guess. Now, I need some aircraft, is what I need in Huanle. So we'll move these guys over from Gongren to Huanle. Whoa. The camera continually jumps around, which gets a little annoying, I will admit. And finally, this unit can jump across to Huanle. Now up here, our true Xenotitan can begin to move towards Magan as well. I think that will absolutely be ours on the next turn. Our Poseidon can't do a whole lot, actually. I think I'll try and move them up and defend Ard. Oh, what a shame if we lose Ard. We'll have it back in a couple of turns, but it's really just delaying the inevitable. Down to Vasanta, we'll continue with the health spree we're on. Our health is finally in the positive. In Eintracht, let's go for a command center if we do manage to hold it, and if a disaster happens, it might be good to have a defensive building in place. So these units need some orders up here, so we shall begin to move them. We have a Reaver very close by to the city of Ard, so that's something at least we can capture it quite easily, or recapture it, I should say, quite easily. I think before we actually do end this turn, I'm going to jump in here and purchase a command center. So it jumped 30 hit points pretty much in that city, so that's fantastic. Just makes it that a little bit more difficult should the African Union get any bright ideas on this turn. Not overly concerned about losing these cities over here. Probably going to lose Weltgeist here as well, I would assume. Yep. So long as you do not lose Ard. Oh, we might actually lose Ard here. Oh no, not quite. Fantastic. So this should be the final turn of the game, I would guess. But we shall see, unless the African Union decide to declare war on us. But they do not, so things are looking pretty good. Whew. It's always tough towards the end of a civilization game, I think. Like, the tension certainly mounts. So we shall open with our Shrikes and the African Union. Yes, indeed, we shall declare war. And our strike can also attack. And this strike can also attack. And with that, the end of the game, guys. I can't believe it. So I guess before we go into the victory screen and all that stuff, I do want to say, guys, if you've managed to make it this far in the Let's Play, firstly, thank you so much. It's a humbling feeling, I must admit. But if you have made it this far in the next series, what would you like to see in the next playthrough? I mean, I'd be happy to play within reason pretty much anything or try and achieve anything. So if you do have any thoughts, do let me know. But for now, let's win the game. We shall annex. So, do we not hold every capital in the game now? We hold the Franco-Iberians? No, they did not capture the city. Let's check here. My word. Quests and victories. Victories. Domination. Do we not hold all the original capital cities? What capital city do we not? Oh, Weltgeist. Let's see if we can get that. Damn Franco-Iberians. Maybe we can capture it with some of these land units. Not quite. Ah, my word, that's a little frustrating. So let's attack some of these units. Take out some of our frustration at least. Alpha are now at war with us as well, so this could be very messy. But we shall see. And this final strike can come up here. I'm tempted to kill this and then do some damage on this guy. We'll just double check because this is a melee unit. It's the more pressing concern. This is, I think, yes, indeed, we shall kill this. Yes. May come down here with this fellow and attack here. Sub can move up to here and get the kill here. These subs can continue to actually move around themselves. So choose production in Dimut. We'll continue on the health spree. In Magan, it is under resistance, so we'll take a couple of turns. We might as well capture some of these units while we're out and about. Hopefully these Xenotitans take some fire, but I mean, to be frank, even if they capture the African Union, recapture their capital, it won't really make much of a difference. My word, that is definitely a little frustrating though, that we could not finish the game on this turn, but c'est la vie. Hopefully the next turn shall be the end, but that is famous last words, perhaps I'm speaking. I do want to purchase a naval melee unit here, yes indeed, just to be on the safe side. So end turn, we'll see what happens on the next turn. This unit could move over here and take a shot at this guy, but I think instead we do need to make sure we hold Ard. So we now have 3 AI races attacking our forces. With the Franco-Iberians and the Alpha Lara war, so that is something at least, I guess. So the Franco-Iberians not able to recapture anything on this turn, which is good news. So long as Alpha La cannot recapture that city, which they can't, they've already taken their turn. The African Union attacking our city of Jiangshan. Jiangshan is actually a capital city as well, so hopefully they don't capture it. I don't think they will though. It's too powerful of a city. So I think first and foremost, at the beginning of the next turn, we'll try and recapture Weltgeist, and if that doesn't trigger the victory condition, we shall examine what we need to do instead. Might lose that guy here. Again, not a real issue. Yes, indeed. So Magan coming under attack, but we have monstrous units here by Magan, so not a huge issue. And yes, indeed, they did capture Magan. Like I said, though, not a monumental issue. Even if they kill this Xeno Titan, we do have aircraft, and then we can recapture with our Xeno Cavalry. which I might actually do anyway, just in case. So we need to take the city of Weltgeist first, so let us move down to Weltgeist and capture it. And hopefully this is the end of the game, famous last words, but we shall see. Annex and... okay, so what cities do we need here? Let us have a look. Oh yes, Megan, of course. So we shall open with our aircraft. Oh, that was a misclick, but c'est la vie. Really make a huge difference. And this is the victory, hopefully. My word. Sorry about that, guys, but an extra turn. I'm sure nobody minds too much. Hopefully not anyway, at least.
In the annals of history, the great mistake will forever be seen as a terrible and glorious war which damaged our homeworld beyond repair. In this, history is wrong. The mistake was not the war. It was our belief that we could start over. That when faced with mutual destruction, there could be peace between nations. It is only now, many years later, and halfway across the universe, that we see the truth. There is only one path to peace, and it must be walked alone.
So there we go, guys. The domination victory we just achieved on turn about 260. So yeah, I mean, fantastic playthrough. I really enjoyed it. The North Sea Alliance are very strong. Their additional defensive strength in the water cities didn't become too much of an issue, but I think the wider bonus in all sea-based cities of production increased towards naval units. I think that did make a huge difference. We started off very early with an aggressive approach to our neighbours, and I think it kind of just snowballed and continued to the very end, and I think hence the domination victory. But there was one thing, last thing I wanted to show you guys, because I know in the old Civ games when you hit end game or exit to main menu, it showed you all the stats for the game. Unfortunately with Rising Tide, that is not the case, or so it would seem. But actually, if you go to other, view replays, and we'll go to our latest one. So this should be it. Select replay. Yes, indeed. So you'll see here all the post-game stats. So you can go down and we'll choose. Okay, so let's go for military might, for example. Yes, indeed. I think that's a good picture of our military might. So I just wanted to show you perhaps some of the technologies, if we can choose them. Technologies. I suppose science per turn might give us an insight into it. But guys, the AI, like, they start with such huge advantages at the start of Apollo. Like, you'll see here when they land, they take a blip straight away. They start with a lot of units and stuff. And I mean, we did come from quite far behind, I think, to take the victory. Like, we just spiked so hard. Like, it's pretty nuts. Like, we were behind the Franco-Iberians for most of the early game, even well into the mid game. But yeah, I mean, it's important, I think, in hindsight, to choose your allies wisely. You want an okay person that's not going to actually take too many advantages from being your ally. So I think, like, looking here at Alpha Laz, that's the negative felt, excuse me. Looking here at like Alpha Laz, military might, like, they were like low in the AI field for most of the game. Sure, towards the end they kind of peaked a bit, but like, they're a good ally because they don't actually pose too much of a threat to us. But I mean, that's funny, like our blue line here, we were quite far behind, and then baboosh. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's the end of this first Let's Play. This is my first Let's Play series on YouTube. I've learned a lot along the way. I know there's been some mic issues and certainly some gameplay issues along the way, but I would absolutely like to thank you guys for joining me. If you've watched this Let's Play, it's really awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, if you have any feedback or suggestions, especially for the next Let's Play that you'd like to see, do let me know. I'm going to take a bit of a break between these Let's Play series. I think in the meantime I'm going to do some tutorials, so if there's any tutorial stuff you guys would like to see, do let me know. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.